This 3D printing filament is called polysmooth, which can be vapor smooth with isopropyl alcohol to this glossy finish. But some of you have been wondering if you can paint over polysmooth. The short answer is yes, but the long answer will probably come after a series of dumb jokes. Last week, Asylum Life hosted a wine and paint event for 3D printers. I printed out the dragon model that we were using by KE Creations in polysmooth. After removing the supports from your 3D print, you spray it down with the alcohol, and this makes it sticky like a dive bar countertop. The very top layer of the print all melts together, which smooths out any of the layer lines. A lot of people complain about losing the fine detail, but unless you're working with a super small model, it's pretty negligible. In theory, you could just paint it at this point, but because the surface is so glossy, the paint's not going to stick very well, which means you're going to have to do multiple layers. If I have to do multiple layers and wait in between the layers for them to dry, the reality is I'm just never finishing that print, which is why I recommend spraying on a primer so that you don't have to wait for so many layers of paint to dry. From there, I typically just use these cheap craft store acrylic paints, but you can use pretty much any type of paint on any type of 3D print. Acrylic paints, paint pens, speed paints, or whatever else you have on hand. Anyway, here's how my dragon turned out. There was so many amazing ones at the paint and wine night. And be sure to check out Asylum Life's page if you want to join future events.